Hello?
Okay, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice and loud.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for coaching me today.
Of course, yeah. Monkey's been up all morning playing Osu game. Dang. So yeah, I'm gonna just go over your profile a bit first. What
Okay.
what is that? Slut cat. Oh.
Oh yeah, that used to be my name. I thought it was funny. But then I changed it because I was afraid they were gonna make me change it because it's like kind of inappropriate.
Yeah. Kind of surprised they let you do that.
Well, I think it was spelt with a capital I.
Oh, okay. Got more friends than me, more popular than me.
No, I don't know. I just like to mutual everybody.
CBCC pinned score. What is that about?
I just thought it was funny because like my page is so super farmy that I just thought it fit.
Okay. Man, everybody's played this.
I thought it was funny too because it's not even a good score.
Yeah, just like an A rank. Yeah, I mean, I kind of know what some of these are. I've seen them before. Mostly hard rock, a little bit of DT.
It's been like 3 years since I've set like a decent play. I think one of the top plays. It's been a few years.
Do you feel like you're at least mostly de-rusted, or not really?
Not really. Like, I don't know, it depends, because I'm not sure, because I used to only farm, and I haven't really been farming or playing hard rock, so I can't really tell. I would say for farming, no. For other stuff, maybe.
Okay. I mean, it's maybe a good thing if you're just not farming, though, because usually playing nothing but these kinds of maps just kind of doesn't do much for you.
Yeah.
Like, you'll gain some ranks, but you don't really get much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The gap. Okay, do you have any, like, questions at all immediately?
Questions. Like, not really. Well, I'm not sure. Like, in terms of questions for you, not really, I guess. I just, like, have a few specific things I think that I really need work on.
Alright, you can just tell me.
Okay, so, like, streams, consistency, and accuracy are the main...
Okay.
Probably the main things. I mean, my aim is whack, too, but, like, I'm not as worried about that, because I feel like if I was just, like, actively trying to like get better at aim, I could, but like the other stuff I've always had problems with.
Okay. I mean, I feel like your aim is probably like one of the better things for you. Like it seems like it's probably more natural for you to get better at.
Yeah, like it's not good right now, but like I'm not worried about being able to get better at it.
Yeah. So, did you like already have a few maps in mind that you wanted me to watch you play, or?
I think a couple. Yeah, I just kind of went through. Yeah, I have a couple, I think.
Okay. And would you rather me spectate you or share your screen?
Maybe we can share screen, and if it starts lagging a lot, then maybe I won't be able to share it on Discord, but we can try share screen. Okay, let me see.
Bendy.
Vendy. Okay, let me figure this out. Which screen? Oh, here we go. Wait. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Oh, it went away. Okay.
And Lake. How's it going, guys?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm having
Don't worry about it.
A problem with Discord.
Is it just not showing the game to capture?
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually only solve that by having Discord on the other monitor, and then like as I go into Osu and then I see it pop up as something to click on my other monitor, I have to alt tab and like snap over and hit it really quick.
Okay.
AR11.
Like a super speedy move.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, I went away again. Okay. All right, one more try. I think I could do it. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. 1 second.
It's kind of hard.
Okay, I think I got it.
I don't know how to fix that problem properly, so.
Okay. Let's see. It says, okay, is it working?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, so there's a couple different ones here. There's one that's like I can't even pass it because of just like a stream. Otherwise, I could pass it. And there's a couple that I feel like I could full combo if it wasn't for the stream in it.
Okay.
So I don't know. Like this one. Like I feel like I just get like, and sometimes I die on the stream, and then sometimes not. But I don't know. I'll just play it.
Yeah, sure.
And let me know if my keyboard's loud or anything. Oh, okay.
Oh, it is actually pretty choppy. Rains, how's it going? You're pretty good. Nice, nice. I am too. Actually got a haircut today, believe it or not. Imagine.
But yeah, so I don't know.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty choppy, so I'll probably switch to spectating.
Okay. I'll end the screen share. There we go. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like you can probably burst that BPM, but it's just never there a little bit long. It's,
Yeah. Also, yeah, like anything that's like not low BPM, I seem to have a real problem with too.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. It's kind of a good thing in a way. It's better, I think, to be that way rather than, oh, I can only burst really fast, but I can't do slow. So you can be happy about that at least, I think.
And then do you want me to try the one that like I fail on because of the stream?
Sure, if you want to.
I mean, it's up to you. You're the coach.
I don't mind.
Okay. So yeah, and then when it's like a little bit harder, it's like even harder. Oh. Yeah, and then like, then it just like falls there.
Oh, sorry, the spectating's catching up. Okay. I think it looked like that map's actually just too high BPM for you to really even burst comfortably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What BPM
and it's only
that?
like 190. That's not that high.
Well, it's kind of high. I mean, it's getting there. Speed is hard.
Yeah. And then I don't know. And then that one's like 4 minutes. And then this one, I have one that like I'm really inconsistent, right? So I got a bigger combo, but I lowered the AC on the score.
Okay.
So like I don't know. I don't know. Do you have anything you think I should play?
Oh, okay. I can probably find a map. Let's see. Probably something very low BPM. 153, let's go. Why is this? But in general, whenever you stream, do you feel like you're like tensing up a lot or anything like that?
Sure, probably. I'll have to pay attention next time.
And also, like, whenever you're streaming, do you feel like you're always tapping the same, or is it like kind of RNG?
Oh, it's definitely RNG.
Okay. Because that's like kind of the first thing you need to figure out with streams is how you want to tap in the first place. And you just practice it on like burst mostly. And you just, you feel out how you want to be tapping, and you want to make sure that your hand is always very, very loose. But you can only, you only want to tense up like a tiny bit, if at all. You can tap pretty much as hard as you want, I would say. It's just as long as you aren't super tensed up. So like you can be bottoming out and that's okay. Just keeping loose is important.
Okay.
This is a pretty long stream, so even though I just said burst, so maybe you don't want to do that one.
Okay. So
what is this one?
I mean, if it's like really low BPM, I can do the longer streams, kind of.
Okay.
Like, I can't act them. I can try, I'll try it.
Okay, you can try. Am I still specking? Okay, I think it's probably too much.
Well, I think the AR8 is throwing me off too.
That's maybe fair. Okay.
But yeah, I think also, even though I didn't play for 2 years, I think I still have like reading problems with stuff because I played only like TV size farm maps with Hard Rock, and so like my reading is like really weird. Like smaller circles are like way easier for me to like hit and read, but like I can't do Hard Rock right now because of the OD and stuff. And so it's like, I don't know.
So like, do you feel like you can't really play AR8 at all, even if it's like pretty simple?
Do like real simple AR8.
Okay. I think that's also probably not bad to practice. Just like kind of maybe like 4-star level of maps or something on AR8 if you can edit it if you want. This might be okay. Okay, try this one. You know, this one's AR9, so that should hopefully be okay.
Yeah, that should be fine. Actually, I can read AR9 when before, a couple years ago, I couldn't actually even read AR9, so...
Okay, that's definitely a lot better.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Oxen, how's it going?
Alright, I'll give this a go.
Yeah, 5 vision yesterday. Nice, nice. I feel like you can actually tap these pretty okay, but you mostly are starting them really early.
Oh.
She has a thing where you would hold down both keys on a slider after a burst. Do you do that?
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
It's like a habit.
Yeah, I've seen it with a few people before. It probably won't, like, be terribly detrimental all the time, but it's not necessarily good.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it probably comes from, like, not feeling when you actually finished a stream, so you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna, like, tap both keys because I don't know which one I just finished on.
Right. I had someone, like, yell at me about it before, a long time ago.
Why did they yell at you?
They were like, that's whack, you need to change that. And I was like, well, it doesn't bother me that much. And they were like, that's just, you don't have any finger control. I was like, okay. You know how people are sometimes.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely something to try and fix, though.
Yeah.
Lots of slider breaks from burst ending over a slider. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I feel like on that one at least, like maybe it is because of the AR9 being kind of low, but you start a lot of the streams really early. Like it just looks like you're playing most of the map fine, and as soon as the stream comes up, you're like, oh shit, I gotta like get ready.
Yeah, probably.
So I think part of it will be like having to train yourself to kind of calm down whenever there's a stream and just treat it like if you were doing a jump section. You still, you wait a second to make sure you're starting it on time. You can listen into the song for like when it actually starts too.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I do, like, whenever the stream come up, it is like my brain. It's just like, this is hard, like.
Yeah.
But,
you gotta be able to treat it just as any other pattern, even if you're not gonna do well on it.
Right.
Well,
that makes sense. There's another one that is like low BPM streams that I can kind of do.
Okay. What is that
wait, one? Maybe it's not that one. It's not that one. It's this one. Well, I can't really do it, but I can almost kind of do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would like to see if you have like any stream apps that you feel like you do a little bit better on. Give me a better idea.
But sometimes I die, but sometimes I don't.
I think part of like getting rid of that anxiety can also just be putting on no fail sometimes. That helps a lot. That way you're not worried about it. You just do your best to hit the stream as well as you can, and if you die, you die. It's not a big deal.
True.
Going a little bit fast, but you're able to control it a little more on this. So you're to stream on Twitch or YouTube? I've never streamed on YouTube. I can't really speak about it. I think it would be good if we can find some stream maps that are like around this BPM, but maybe have like almost no aim to them.
Okay.
Because sometimes you'll get off just because your aim, even though your tapping was kind of good.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like a whole other thing to get into with flow aim.
Yeah.
You want to worry about that like after you've got your tapping down a little more.
Mm-hmm. recently changed, well, not super recently, but a couple months ago, I changed which fingers I'm tapping with. But I don't think that affected it too much.
I guess because you had trouble with streams before anyways, right?
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you like do that much worse than before?
Oh no, it's like the same with streams.
Okay.
But yeah. And then it gets a little hard, and then sometimes I fail, sometimes not.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say at least number one thing, just put on no fail if you're gonna practice stream maps.
Same.
I think that'll at least get rid of some of the anxiety of like a stream coming up because you know a hard part's there.
Yeah.
And also, I would encourage you to try and get rid of that habit of like holding both keys on the slider.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least just slowly, like whenever you're playing really low star maps, just try to like very consciously think about it every time you see a slider at the end of a burst. Okay, I'm only gonna hold it on one finger. Maybe sometimes you like didn't feel you know, the correct finger that you stopped on, but yeah, it's at least better than just holding both, I would say. It's like a step closer to breaking that habit.
Okay. I'll try.
Because like it won't really go away if you don't ever like really think about it and focus on not doing that.
True. I mean, that's true. It's just, I know it's going to be tough because like I've always done that, but yeah, I'll try not to.
What BPM is this? I think it's like 150.
Yeah, it's like 151, this one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I have something of that. Maybe I don't. Although I should also say, do you have the Osu trainer? That's what it's called anyways. It just changes BPMs of songs.
I don't think so. I don't know what that is, so probably not.
Okay, I'm gonna get a link for you on that. Because it's super, super helpful for practicing, especially with streams.
Mm.
You don't even have to like install it right now, but just to have it.
Okay.
And you can use it to change the BPM, you know, up or down on any map you want. And
okay.
So like if you were finding some map that looks like it's, you know, it's just burst, it's all stacks, it's like perfect for like just practicing my tapping, but it's too high BPM, you can just lower it.
Okay. Hmm.
This is a little bit higher BPM, let's see.
Well, yeah, I think before with this, in regards to the slider thingy, I think I have tried it, but I noticed that first I was breaking like every slider, which is probably normal until you get used to it, but it was interfering with my farming, so I stopped trying to.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, you know, it's probably going to happen a lot that you slider break because you like didn't feel properly which finger it was, so then it's almost like you guessed wrong. But you have to at least just get yourself to stop doing it with both fingers.
Yeah.
And whenever you get your tapping more down, you'll be able to start feeling when you actually finished out a stream. Like you saw it was 5 notes, you felt yourself tap 5 notes, you know when to stop.
Okay.
This is kind of good, but do I have one that's like 150? Oh yeah, so maybe this. This looks about right. try this one. And then Reigns has a couple maps maybe to try after.
Okay. Okay.
I can tell you're at least trying to end them on one finger.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that's a decent practice one.
Okay.
Like, I think you just need to focus really hard on, like, you know, you watch the approach circle on the first note to make sure you start it right, for one. And then whenever you start it, you just have to... Because, like, sometimes you kind of go a little bit too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And you just need to, like, try your best to really feel yourself tap each note of it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Because I kind of got into like a bad habit of just kind of like button mashing a lot.
Yeah.
Like without any coordination, I guess.
Yeah, and then that works on farm maps because they'll just have like one burst in the whole thing. So it's like, I'll just combo it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And for aiming the streams, like, we don't need to get super into it yet, but just, like, generally speaking, you want to, like, kind of see yourself move through the stream as you tap it. Like, you see yourself move through each note as you feel yourself tap them. So that way you're, like, in sync, because if you're not in sync, you'll have problems where, oh, I'm tapping this perfectly, but my aim is just, like, a little bit behind, so now I get all 50s, and then you think that your tapping's bad, even though it was your aim and all that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because with streams, it can be really hard to know what's wrong, because everything needs to be perfect.
Right. That makes sense.
I kind of wanted to see how you do on, like, 180 bursts.
Okay.
Just since you do go a little bit fast on a lot of them, I'm wondering if that's, like, actually comfortable for you.
Ooh.
I think this might be a little bit hard, but I'm just curious.
Okay. Well, I put no fail on, so.
Alright, I feel like you probably do burst 180 a little more naturally. That's like a more normal feeling speed probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't go above it though. Like I feel like your range right now is probably like, I mean, I guess you can go as low as you want, but probably like anywhere from 140 to 180. You don't want to go too far above that at all, because I think that'll get too fast.
Okay.
And for right now, I would say like for the long streams, I wouldn't even go above like 160 or 165.
Mm-hmm.
But, like if you want to do maps that are only bursts, I think 180 can maybe be okay still for practicing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just definitely don't play things that are like so hard you can't play it at all. That's always what everybody does for streams, and it gets them nowhere.
Right. That makes sense. And like, yeah, I don't know if this ties into the streams at all, but like my consistency is also like really, really bad. And I think that's probably just because of like how I used to farm, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
with like short maps and spam retry and stuff. I don't know, it's really weird because like sometimes I'll like full combo a map or like 1 miss, and then another time I'll like fail that same map, and it makes no sense. But
yeah, I think like for one, just playing like generally like 3+ minute maps ish and stuff, that's already gonna help a bit if you're doing that a lot. Playing through the maps in full very often, you don't retry like constantly, maybe just a couple times if you want. That's already gonna help, but like I feel like your aim probably won't be the issue either. It's like I would think your reading also probably has something to do with it because of playing all the AR-10 before.
yeah.
So like playing, say if you take like a 4-star that is like pretty easy for you to FC, even if it's TV size, if you put it to like AR-8 and you, or maybe 8.5, it depends on like where it starts to get like, way too hard for you or anything like that. But you lower the AR and you practice being able to read that consistently, I think that can help a lot because it'll force you to not like skip over notes and not read them. Because I think that's usually what happens with not being consistent, is like you just kind of don't read everything in full.
Makes sense.
So doing stuff like that, and also just like a 5 stars, a general kind of comfort zone or something, you can just play kind of long maps at that star range, as long as it's not too streamy and stuff like that, right?
Okay.
Just making sure you're playing through the maps. Like, I don't think you need to do any like super specific stuff to train your consistency. It's more about just like getting your foundations and then just kind of training it and, you know, pushing it a bit, playing long maps and all that. Just trying to hold as big of combo and as good of AC as you can.
Okay. Yeah. And like, yeah, like AC is a big problem too, but that's mostly like reading, right?
Yeah, a lot of times. And also I imagine like a lot of times your AC is bad on a map just because they had streams.
Well, that makes sense.
I mean, it might not be the case for all of them, but like I imagine there's probably some jump maps that like you might get like a 96% FC or something, and you're like, man, I probably should have done better, but it was only 96 because like it just had a couple of streams you got a bunch of hundreds on.
Yeah.
And I think also if you get better at streams, you're probably going to get better at AC in general. Because if you learn to control your tapping on streams, that's like the hardest thing to do in general in terms of accuracy and control and stuff. So like if I can't imagine you being able to act streams, but you can't act like basic jump patterns and stuff, you know?
That makes sense. Also, you know, it's really hard, but I don't even want to get better at it. Like alt maps, those are so hard. Those are like harder than streams, I feel like sometimes.
It's definitely just kind of a different skill in a lot of ways.
Because man, those are.
I'm not very good at them either, at least like comparatively to everything else. I'm usually falling behind on the reading myself.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever an alt map comes up, I just like button smash. But that's okay because I don't know. They feel uncomfortable, but yeah. Okay, well.
I mean, if you feel like you have to mash to play alt maps, I would probably just avoid trying to play them much for now. like I think whenever you keep practicing streams and you're getting better at them, things like alt maps will probably also get a little bit easier. Like you'll be able to play them at least okay, because like at least if you're playing like 4-star, 5-star alt maps, it's probably not like the super fast jumpy ones. It's probably going to be like the ones that are kind of just flowy. So it's almost like really low BPM space streams.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's usually how I end up playing the lower star alt maps, because they're literally just streams but low BPM.
Yeah.
It's only never get to like the really crazy ones that it starts getting all jumpy and wiggly and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when it becomes a whole new skill.
Yeah. For real. But let me think. Yeah. Okay, do you have any other like suggestions or any other like maps or anything else you want to see?
I guess for like consistency, do you have any maps that are just kind of, I guess, somewhat comfortable for you, but you feel like you don't have the consistency for, that you would want me to see, or anything like that?
Maybe just some like, probably like there was this one but it was pretty streamy that I was super inconsistent on, because I had a run that was like it was a 1 miss. It wasn't super streamy, it was streamy for me. I had a 1 miss on it, and then sometimes I fail it, so I'm probably not that comfortable on it.
Okay.
I don't know, everything has really low accuracy.
I could try to find like something that might work.
Okay. Well, this one had decent accuracy. I don't know how many times I played through. This is one that's like 3 minutes. That looks like I got decent ac on it. Oops. If you want to see that.
Sure.
Okay. I don't remember what this map is like though.
Pretty good.
Oh. Huh.
I mean, I feel like you were, I mean, maybe it's just right now, but you were pretty consistent overall during that. Only a couple of breaks. Yeah. That actually has a lot of weird angles to aim as well.
True. Yeah, I forgot. I don't know. I just saw it was like longer and it had decent acts. So I was like, oh, maybe this.
But... I mean, that's not a bad map to practice if you want. Like, if you really want to, because I guess the thing to remember with consistency is that it's only like relevant to things that you can do well, like maps that you're already good at, and how, you know, how well you can hold combo on them consistently, all that. You don't need to worry about like, I'm inconsistent with this map that I like barely got an A on or something. It's like, well, you're not really comfy with it yet, so.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, I was just gonna find you just like a long 4-star to play, because I could just, I guess, just see how you do on that.
Okay.
This actually might be fine. So I think to practice consistency, you want to find like a good in-between of like, this isn't so easy that I'm just like F-seeing it basically every time, and like not being so hard that it's, you know, not even F-seeable, kind of.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I'm trying not to double tap the slider.
Yeah. Like I said, you're gonna mess it up a lot before you get used to it.
Oh my goodness.
To be fair, this is a little bit streamier, I didn't realize, but yeah. God, Heart Slider. Man, are you scratching your tablet whenever you spin?
Yeah. There's like a spot in my tablet where the what's it called? The
area.
Cover?
Oh.
The cover's like starting to become translucent or maybe just dirty. I don't know.
Okay. I just like heard that, but I don't hear your tapping. Just.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that was a little bit. I guess actually that's a 5-star. Why is it in 4-star? But maybe find maps at that difficulty level, like around high 4-star, even low 4-star, that maybe have a little bit less burst than that. I think those would be decent to practice consistency, just to see how much you can actually FC those maps.
Okay.
And you can practice them until you're able to do, like, you know, most of them that you pick up, you'll FC first try or second try or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And as those get more comfortable, of course, then you move up a bit. Like, okay, now I can get into like low 5 stars of like, you know, pretty basic maps.
All right. Well, yeah, that sounds good. Sounds doable. I don't know. It's just hard because, like, well, it's not hard, but whenever I play, I just kind of like play whatever and like try and like pass maps and stuff, and that's probably not the best for like actually getting better.
Like I always tell people to play whatever and have fun, but if you want to work on improvement, it's not always the best. Like going for passes on maps especially is usually how a lot of people build all their bad habits, because they're always playing maps that are like way too hard for them. And then they get that one pass and they're like, oh my god, no, it's not too hard for me. I have a D rank pass.
Yeah.
I think a good thing to remember in this game is just that passes mean nothing. Playing well and like getting good FCs, that does mean something.
Right, yeah.
Because like if you think about it, say if I had like a no-fail score on a really hard map that was an A rank, and then your friend had a pass on it with a D rank, but their score is above mine, which score is actually better, the guy who passed or the guy who played decently but failed?
Makes sense. Yeah, I be doing that a lot. I feel like whenever I snipe people, it's just with like a low whack, with bigger combo.
Yeah, that's just how the game is balanced.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I guess that's probably hard to do because I know you play multis pretty often.
Yeah.
But hopefully, just like having like a set star range that you want the multi to be in will be helpful enough.
Yeah, I need to be really specific too, because like I write like 4 to 6, and people put like 6.8 star maps in it, and be like, okay, 4 to 5.99.
Yeah, and then maybe also like if there's, say like no stream maps or something, because you might not want to play super stream maps that are almost 6 stars.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. All right, any other suggestions or anything else you want to see? Or
I mean, I feel like I've seen pretty much enough for the things that you wanted to work on, at least. For AC, I guess, like, I mean, you're not going for PP lately or anything, but if you do happen to go for PP on scores or anything, I always just tell people to look at whatever their overall AC is and just try to get a little bit above that, or at least match it. So that's at least something to think about.
I mean, yeah, I'm always going for PP, but like I'm just not successful lately.
And like never you're going, like if you're going to play those 4-star maps and stuff that are just like kind of general consistency, whenever you're playing those, just always be shooting for like 97 or whatever. I don't remember what your overall was. Yeah, you have 98. Okay, you could go for 98% or 98.4 or whatever, you know. And
all right.
By what?
Oh, I just said okay.
Yeah. And I guess also if you want to, like, if you FC a map with 97, so you didn't quite make that mark that you wanted, like, you can try and FC it again. There's nothing wrong with that either. Just because you FC'd the map doesn't mean you're not allowed to play it anymore.
Right. Oh, I do have a question. It's kind of random. When you're in the song selection, how do you turn the volume down on your Osu from that menu?
I hold Alt and scroll, or use the arrow keys.
Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Thank you.
That's where the real coaching comes in.
Yeah. Because, like, I never figured out how to do that, but now I just did. That's easy. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Any other tips or anything like that? Or are we kind of, like, good for the first session?
I feel like that's probably all right for a first session.
Okay.
Because whenever you're playing the stream, because I think the stream's the most important for now, but whenever you're playing them, you just have to try really hard to be feeling yourself tapping on bursts and stuff.
Okay.
And
yeah,
keep doing what you were doing, where like you're trying to not double tap on the sliders. You'll get that down eventually. I mean, it would just look like it was kind of maybe 50-50 or something if you just mess it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's like the hardest thing, because right now, well, not the hardest thing, but it is hard for me because, yeah, I feel like I'm really like paying attention to this first and then the slider after it. And then I kind of get like tripped up on the rest of the pattern too sometimes. But I think I just need to keep practicing not to do that.
Yeah. It'll just be like you have to think about it consciously and keep doing it as much as you can until it becomes unconscious, just like any habit. That's how they all form.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that sounds good. I will try and do all those things, and
yeah, and I'll write you like a page of notes so you don't have to worry about remembering every little thing.
Okay, that sounds good.
You have any other questions? Everything makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Nothing I could think of at this moment right now.
Okay. I mean, you can also ask like later if you think of something. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, if something comes up, I will ask. But I can't think right now of anything.
Yeah, just practice a lot, you know, and stay in that range with streams of like 140 to 180 at max. But, you know, if you're doing 180, 170, try to keep it to like short bursts and stuff.
Okay. All right, that sounds good.
Keep your hands loose, stretch.
Right. Also, I'm so old. I wonder if that affects my gameplay at all. Because, like, I swear, even over the past couple years, I don't know, my brain is a little slower maybe too. I don't know.
I'm not as old, but like, I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. Like, I feel like if there's anything, it might take a little bit more like time and effort to learn certain things. But overall, I don't think it's like that much, you know, unless maybe if you're comparing a 12-year-old, then maybe that's a little bit different because they're like literal sponges for learning.
True.
But like generally speaking, I think you'll be able to learn whatever you want to learn if you just put in the time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll do my best.
I believe.
All right. Well, thanks for the coaching session. I appreciate it. I appreciate the tips and the advice.
Yeah, I hope it's helpful. I try my best.
Yes, it's already been helpful. I'm already trying not to double tap sliders, so.
Yeah, that's good. Step one.
All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.
Have a good one. Goodbye.
You too.